Welcome in, guys. Welcome, replay viewers. Thank you for joining a really solemn night. Um, woke up this evening from a nap and got the really terrible news in regards to this situation. Just really a horror show, guys. Something that you know, worst nightmare case situation. Welcome in, Joey. Thank you for hanging out here in the broadcast. I tell you, man, this stuff is just, for me, it's heart wrenching. It really hits me at the core. It hits me to the core. So yeah, thank you for inviting Joey. Hello, Linda. So again, we're live talking about a police officer in Milwaukee, uh, 35 years old, Officer Matthew Rittner. Uh, Rittner spent 17 years with the Milwaukee Police Department. It's a department that has seen three officers killed in the line of duty in the last 8 months. Thank you, Slots Lover, for the super chat. Thank you so much for that. So, um, you know, I speak about this all the time. This is a situation that hits home. It hit home. It hits home for me because, um, as a retired police officer, I've been to these funerals. I've been around situations. My partner was killed in the line of duty in 1996, so I know exactly what's going on. Hi, Joey. Hello, everybody. Hello, Lisa. Thank you for joining. Hinsdale Girl. Meg, Slots Lover, again, thank you for the super chat. Joe is in the building. Joe, Cup of Joe. Meg from Southern Cal, thank you so much for being in here. So, guys, if you can invite your people on social media. Um, Milwaukee Police Department has gone through a rough stretch here. Hello, Gayla. Good to see you, Gayla. Thank you for joining. Milwaukee PD, again, is going through a really tough situation. So I'm going to give you guys a little background. I'm going to wait for a couple more people to join in on the chat before I start going into the whole story. But I have the whole scenario, the whole synopsis of what took place today at about 9 a.m. Milwaukee time. So again, this is a unit in the warrant. It's in the warrant squad. He's working in the warrant squad. That's where I worked. One of the most dangerous positions. Hello, John. Good to see you. Warrant squad, where you're delivering and executing search warrants. This particular warrant, this particular job today was for guns and narcotics. So, looking for firearms, weapons, and narcotics. So, Officer Matthew Rittner, 35 years old. He was 1 week shy of his 36th birthday. Went in with the tactical team. Went in with his tactical team. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Joe. Good to see you. Went in with his tactical team and was met at entrance. Upon entering the location, they were met with gunfire. Um, this is a brave police officer. 17 years with Milwaukee PD. He did 2 tours in Iraq. 2 tours in Iraq. Hi, Stella. He served 2 tours in Iraq in 2006. He was on one of his tours, was in one of the unarmored Humvees and became caught up in a firefight. And he was involved in a 4.5 hour firefight in Iraq. He served 2 tours in Iraq with the Marines. He was in the 24th Marines, Fox Company 2nd Battalion, 24th Marine Division. So in 2004 to 2005, he was met by gunfire, roadside bombs, and one of his fellow Marines that he was with was killed in action, KIA in action with him. One of his fellow Marines died in that 4.5 hour gun battle. This officer also came back from serving in Iraq and served valiantly with the Milwaukee PD. He received the highest honor. He received the highest honor in the Milwaukee PD, the Medal of Valor, and how this brave officer Matthew Ritter received the Medal of Valor. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. He received the Medal of Valor in 2016. He saved 2 hostages from an armed adversary. There was 2 people who were being held hostage by an armed gunman. He saved the 2 hostages in 2016 and received the Medal of Valor, the highest medal in the Milwaukee Police Department. So this is a brave guy. He also got 2 meritorious medals as well. So this is a guy who was a tremendous police officer. He was a Marine. He served his country 2 tours in Iraq and was killed in the line of duty serving a warrant this morning at 9 a.m. local time in Milwaukee. The perpetrator, the perpetrator who allegedly shot and killed this Milwaukee police officer is in custody. Perpetrator is a 26-year-old male, Jordan Frick. He fired several rounds at the police upon entry into the location. I'm going to play you guys a little clip from the news. This is a clip from the news. It's a news conference. I'm going to just cue it up. I'll play it up real quick for you guys. And just give me a second.
Thank you for being here. Standing here with me is our mayor, Tom Barrett. I have Assistant Chief Ray Banks, Assistant Chief Mike Brunson, Assistant Chief Steve Caballero, Inspector Tim Heyer, and Administrator from our Department of Criminal Investigations, Brian O'Keefe, and his staff. Apologize, we're going to get here sooner. But I'm here to speak to you now to give you the updates regarding what happened this morning and share some more information with you. Please keep in mind that the investigation is still ongoing. We are still at the scene tonight, and don't see us finishing up till sometime tomorrow. And I will continue to give you more details as we learn them. On Wednesday, February 6th, at approximately 9:17 a.m., the Milwaukee Police Department's Tactical Enforcement Unit responded to the 2900 block of South 12th Street to conduct a search warrant. The target of the search warrant was wanted for illegal sale of firearms and drugs. While conducting the search warrant, officers announced themselves numerous times. As police attempted to breach the door, the suspect fired several shots. Officer Matthew Rittner was struck by gunfire. He was immediately transported to Frederick Hospital, where he tragically succumbed to his injuries. Officer Rittner was a 35-year-old veteran of the police department. He began his career as a police aide in 2001 and had dedicated 17 years of his life to the Milwaukee Police Department and the city of Milwaukee. He was a 10-year member of the Tactical Enforcement Unit and a veteran of our United States Marine Corps with 3 tours in the Middle East. He has received numerous medals and awards, and he truly was a professional. As we mourn the loss of Officer Rittner, please keep in mind his family, his friends, and members of the Milwaukee Police Department. Keep them in your prayers. The suspect is a 26-year-old Milwaukee man named Jordan Fricky. He was arrested on scene by members of the Tactical Enforcement Unit without incident. The members on scene utilized tremendous, and I mean tremendous, restraint during his apprehension, which is a true testament to their character and their professionalism. They truly represented the Milwaukee Police Department and our community. The Tactical Enforcement Unit and the members of the Milwaukee Police Department are highly trained men and women who put their lives on the line every day to protect and serve the people of the city. I have no words to tell you how proud I am to be a part of their team, the Milwaukee Police Department Tactical Enforcement Unit. To my officers, I'm asking you to reach out to one another and keep Matthew's family in your prayers. We're all in this together. Milwaukee, I'm asking you to keep us in your prayers as we mourn another one of our own, and another one that we lost within the last 8 months. I will now take a few questions, but please remember that the investigation is still ongoing and I have limited information.
Chief, did I understand correctly, so when Officer Rittner walked up to the door, was he fired on through that door?
As I stated, Officer Rittner was part of the entry team for the Tactical Enforcement Unit, and as they attempted to breach the door, shots were fired and he was struck.
Was the person arrested the subject of the search warrant?
Yes, he was.
We understand there were 2 subjects inside the home. Were there any other arrests that were made?
The investigation led to 2 arrests.
Chief, we've been here too many times over the last few months. How do you talk to the officers that are out there in their squad cars, going to calls tonight, you've seen them leaving here, about their safety?
Like Officer Rittner, we chose to do this job. Several of us on the department not only are serving our community, but several of us have served our country. They know this going into it. What they need is your thoughts, your prayers, and we will get through this. There's a tremendous amount of support from the Milwaukee County Law Enforcement Group, a tremendous amount of support from the state of Wisconsin Law Enforcement Group. They helped us through this past summer. They're going to help us through again. We have a strong partnership with local pastors, and we have an on-scene psychologist. We will get through this. The one thing I don't want is us to feel that we're alone. We are a team, and we'll continue to take care of one another.
All right. So guys, thanks for hanging out through that. Let me just pull this a little closer. I'm just going to pull this a little closer, guys. So this is a reminder, guys, that the men and women of the police department, as I speak about all the time, they're out there laying their lives on the line every day for our freedoms. So they put themselves out there, they go to work every day, and there's no guarantee that they're going to come home. I was a part of that community. I was a part of that community for 20 plus years. I worked in the warrant squad. I wear my shirt proudly. And this is maybe a reminder to you guys of the reason why I always mention support your military, support your local law enforcement, because these are the men and women who put their lives on the line for us and pay the ultimate sacrifice. When we hear that, we don't get to see it firsthand, but I've seen it firsthand, dealing with the families of fallen officers, 9/11. It is not fun, guys. It's not fun. And for this department to have 3 police officers killed in the line of duty in 8 months, it's devastating. It's devastating on everyone who has to serve. It's devastating on the whole community. So I watched police reports. I watched news reports. Hello, Mark. I watched news reports from the local news, and there was an overwhelming outpour from the community for praise and thanks to the police. Hi, Paisley. How are you? Guys, if you haven't invited on your social media, please invite. So I'm going to tell you again, this police chief here mentioned in this news conference that they used extreme restraint. And what he means by that is the entry team who now placed this guy under arrest used extreme restraint, meaning they didn't kill him, they probably didn't rough him up, they probably did it the right way to make this arrest stick. Hello, Debbie. Good morning. Good evening, Debbie. Good to see you. So there you go, Dylan. There you go. It's another reminder, guys, that 20 years ago it may very well have been a different outcome. I'm here to tell you that that's probably pretty true. But at the end of the day, this is a young man who is just going to turn 36. Next week, he was going to be 36 years old. I know he's married. He got married in Milwaukee Brewers Stadium. I don't know the name of that stadium, but he was married in the Milwaukee Brewers Stadium. He threw out the first pitch, and there's a picture of him and his wife on behind home plate, and a picture of him throwing out the first pitch at Miller Park. Thank you, Paisley Dreams. I know you said you live in that neighborhood, so my thoughts and prayers go out to the people of Milwaukee, and also the tactical narcotics and tactical enforcement squad who lost a fellow brother, a fellow member today, doing God's work, doing the work of a police officer, doing the entry into a search warrant. This is near and dear to me because I worked in the warrant squad for a long time. That video I just texted you, have you seen it? I don't know. I didn't see the text. Yeah, I played this, right?
Book your stay at Akwesasne Mohawk.
I actually played this. This is the police union chief, the last shooting. I actually played this on one of my broadcasts.
5,200 brave men and women of the Houston Police Department and the other 800,000 police officers that are working these streets every single day, putting their lives on the line. We are sick and tired of having targets on our back. We are sick and tired of having dirtbags trying to take our lives when all we're trying to do is protect this community and protect our families. Enough is enough. And if you're the ones that are out there spreading the rhetoric that police officers are the enemy, well, just know we've all got your number now. We're going to be keeping track of all of y'all, and we're going to make sure that we hold you accountable every time you stir the pot on our police officers. We've had enough, folks. We're out there doing our jobs every day, putting our lives on the line for our families. Enough is enough.
Yeah. If you guys were in on my broadcast, I played the actual footage of this. That was on the last police officer that was killed. His voice was crackling. He was very emotional, as could be understood. He lost again another one of his union members and one of his fellow brothers in blue. But this guy was a hero all around. He was an avid baseball fan. He got married in Miller Park, and just looking at his whole situation, looking at everything that this guy has done for his community, it is just, for me, it's just a travesty of justice. But I unfortunately have to say this won't be the first and this won't be the last, obviously, of this year. So we'll be having, unfortunately, more of these conversations. And I don't even like to say that, but I know it's a fact. This is a part of the job. And these guys, these men and women, take the job not to become rich. They take the job to help people, and that's why it's important for us to support them, to rally behind them, to uplift them, to send them thanks and praise. Do whatever you have to do to thank a police officer or help a police officer. So he'll be under guard / escort until the funeral. He's not alone. I know. I've been to way too many police funerals. If you're arriving late, my partner was shot and killed in 1996, and I was the fourth car in the procession that was miles long. A New York City police funeral for a police officer shot in the line of duty was a major situation that we dealt with. He was killed in the line of duty March 14th, 1996, and the funeral was a few days later. I think it was around the 18th or maybe the 16th. I don't remember the exact date, but it's all Google. You could Google it. He was killed in line of duty, police officer Kevin Gillespie, and I carried his shield until the end of my career at the request of his widow. So I know this whole situation all too well. I've been there, I've done it, and it's not pleasant at all. It's not pleasant at all, guys. So, those of you who know me really well, and when you hear me speak about this in the past, some people might roll their eyes a little bit and say, he says this all the time. It's a little bit too much, but I can't say it enough, guys. I can't say it enough. Here's a real straight reminder of the reason I repeat it over and over again. I don't repeat it just to be annoying or just to say it. I repeat it and I say it because it is important that we honor these people. I'm retired now. I was one of the lucky ones. I made it through. I made it through alive. But I was ready to lay my life down on the line. I was ready to die for my city, for my country, for the land that I love. So I strapped that uniform on, went out every day, not knowing if I was going to come back to this very location. So thank you, Dylan, for that. Thank you for that. Officer Down webpage. That's the ODMP. That's a great website, odmp.org, and go check it out. Rest in peace, Officer 4151. So, he'll make it, Cruz Boston. He will make it. He will make it. He will make it through. He will make it through. So, I saved a couple of news articles here on my phone in regards to this situation, in regards to this tragedy. So I have a couple of. I'm like so exhausted. I don't even know if I could play this, but I'm gonna play it. All right. I'm going to just read you a little bit of an excerpt about Officer Rittner. He was this is in the local newspaper. I'm not going to play the video. I was going to take the phone off of the stand and play this, but I'm not going to. Rittner was not afraid to die. He was not afraid to face danger. He was on the dusty roads in Iraq and the streets of Milwaukee. As a U.S. Marine, he was deployed 2 times into Iraq. During a harrowing tour in 2004-2005, Officer Rittner, as a Marine, was in his vehicle in a Humvee, hit 3 times by roadside bombs. That's the IEDs. He was also in a 4.5-hour gunfight after being hit by a roadside bomb, which one of his fellow Marines were killed. As a 17-year veteran officer with the Milwaukee Police Department, Rittner rose through the ranks to handle high-risk situations as a member of the Tactical Enforcement Unit. If you were to draw a picture of a United States Marine or draw a picture of a perfect police officer, that would be him, says a friend who served in Iraq with Officer Rittner. Rittner, 35, was shot and killed Wednesday while executing a search warrant on the city's south side. He was a great American, a great patriot, and a great police officer, says Milwaukee commander. He was a Fox Company, 2nd Platoon, 24th Marine, deployed in Iraq for 2 separate tours. I can see that he had a moral obligation to do the right thing, says his commander, and to serve and give his life to others. Any police officer being a Marine is the right line of work. If you're a Marine, you're a police officer. If you're an officer, you're a Marine. Rittner enjoyed working on cars, going to Milwaukee Brewer games, and doting on his wife and their young son. So he left behind a young son, as confirmed in this article. He and his wife were married in September of 2007 at Miller Park. It was a kind of an awesome ceremony. Matt got to throw out the first pitch of the day, and then he got married right there in the park. So here's the picture of the Milwaukee Brewers. This is their Twitter feed, guys. This is Milwaukee Brewers Twitter feed. I don't know if you guys could see that. Pretty awesome. Let's see if it... So sad, guys. So sad. And here they are in the ballpark. Okay, the article goes on to say Matt was probably the happiest person in the world to be a dad and to have an amazing wife and to be a police officer. He was excessively proud of his service as a police officer and a Marine. Rittner was a 2001 graduate of Greenfield High School, where he wrestled and played tennis as a senior. Here's a picture of him in Iraq. Here's a picture of him in Iraq. Police records from the Milwaukee Police Department show he received the Medal of Valor, the highest award, and a meritorious service for work in the Tactical Enforcement Unit. Tactical Enforcement Unit is just like the Emergency Service A-Team. The guys that I work with, Joey, the A-Team. Hello, Chrissy, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Guys, thank you for the Super Chat. Whoever's given Super Chat, thank you so much for that. His tactical team raced down the stairwell to save hostages from a gunman. The commendation says this group's bravery and courage demonstrated a commitment to the citizens of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He was also honored in 2015 after he and his unit went into a call for a man holding a woman against her will with a gun in his home. The man walked outside and was arrested. During the arrest, the officers noted smoke coming from the building and went inside, escorting to the woman's safety. They then returned the second time to make sure no one else was in danger. So he served 8 years with the U.S. Marine Reserve Unit, and he participated in Operation Phantom Fury in late 2004, an offensive in the Iraq city of Fallujah. The area would be known as the Death Triangle. The area of Fallujah where he served was known as the Triangle of Death. He was just fearless, said his teammate Ryan Lackey, who was his platoon sergeant. He was in a Humvee driver the whole entire tour. He only drove the unarmored Humvee vehicles. If you took a direct hit from an IED or an RPG, you were dead. They called them the suicide sleds. He drove a suicide sled for his entire tour while he was in Iraq, and he survived. Comes back here to America, serves on the Milwaukee Police Department, and gets shot and killed by some coward. We all knew that every time we loaded into those Humvees, it might be our last, said his platoon commander. During Ritter's second tour in 2008, Lackey said the unit mentored the local police department down in Iraq. During that tour, Ritter told the Milwaukee Journal, I expected there to be more work for us to do, but I'd have to say there wasn't really a lot for us to do on my second tour. It seems like there's no more war here. So that was a good thing. So this was a fantastic, stand-up, classy guy who took his police career to the next level. So this is a guy who protected and served his country, protected and served his community, and he had a brass pair of balls. As well said, Dylan, this guy was fearless. So Matt was a tremendous American, a great patriot, a great American who wasn't afraid to die. Now, there's not many men or women out here that will tell you that they'll stand up and lay their lives on the line in the name of freedom and safety. So I will be in Milwaukee for the annual police band concert. Excellent, Carrie. Excellent. By a show of hands, let me know where you're watching from. If you're new into my live stream, if you're new here into the YouTube broadcast, let me know where you're watching, your city and state or your country, so I could give you a shout out. I know there's a few people in here from Milwaukee, and my heart breaks for you guys. As a fellow police officer, retired, I know what's happening. I know what's going on in your community. Hello from Chicago, Carrie. Thank you for joining in from Chicago. Appleton, Wisconsin, says Paisley Dreams. Thank you so much. If you guys aren't subscribed to me, please subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to me. Hit the notification bell so you can get my notifications as I go live. I wasn't going to go live tonight because I'm very tired. I worked last night overnight doing a security gig. Mount Airy, North Carolina says Trucking with Brandon. Thank you so much for joining on the YouTube tonight. This is a solemn broadcast. This is not anything. I don't like reporting on this stuff, but I think it's important that we pay respect. We honor our fellow men and women of the police department. We pay our respects. And for me tonight, this was a great way for me to go live and talk to you guys all about the knowledge that I have on this situation. It's a very, very difficult situation for anybody to go through. It affects the whole police department, all of the community, and this guy's life and his family is turned upside down. So yes, Jan, I'm really tired. I'm really, really tired. But this is dedication. This is me wanting to come live and speak to you guys about this and let you know how much I support our local law enforcement. Amen. Proud wife of a police officer, 19 years. Yeah, my wife, she went through lots of ups and downs with me responding to both World Trade Center attacks. It's not an easy job being a wife of a police officer. So I salute you. Kudos to you, Carrie. Thank you for supporting your husband and being there for him, for a shoulder to lean on or an ear to listen to. So it's all good. Trevor, Ron, I've been thinking about paying for the next law officer's Leo's bill that comes into the gas station out of my own pocket as a thank you. It's a really kind gesture. Trevor. They may not even accept it, but it's a nice thing to just even offer it. Cruz Boston says, thanks, Ron, for always caring and sharing. Thank you for caring and sharing. Thank you for your support and friendship. I'm shopping Amazon again tonight, looking for an NYPD long sleeve dry fit. There you go, Dylan. I hope you can find it. If you can't, let me know and I'll get you one. Thank you, Black Rose. Thank you so much. Yeah, so thank your husband for his service. Tell him that Duty Ron says to stay safe. Retired New York City police detective, retired from the NYPD. I was married 17 years to the deputy sheriff. Now I have 2 first responders in my family. Kudos to you, Black Rose, and thank your, I'm sure he's retired now, 17 years deputy sheriff. I'm sure he's retired, but thank him for his service as well. So, I mean, Gayla, thank you, thank you. It's just this stuff is really gets it breaks my heart, as you guys can see. It really it tugs at my inner, it tugs at my soul. It really makes me, my heart is broken right now. I really feel downhearted in a sense, because I know what's going to happen. I know what the next 3 or 4 days entails, and it's not pleasant. It's a lot of pain and suffering going forward for the rest of their lives. Young couple with a young kid. I mean, it's just fucking devastating, guys. It really is. It's heartbreaking. So we got to support them. I'm going to try to see if I can find links from Milwaukee PD. I'm going to send an email over to their PBA and see if I can get a link for donations. I'll try to see what I can come up with. And if any of you guys like Dylan, I know you're really good at it. He is my ex now, but those years are with me. Absolutely, absolutely. So Dylan, if you could see, if you could come up with something for a donation link to his family, I'd like to donate it. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you. I can always count on Dylan, Duty Blue, my great friend from Round Rock, Texas. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. So if you could come up with a link, send it to me on the DM on Twitter, and I want to donate to, it might be too soon for any links to be up. They may come out in a couple of days. Hi, Cecilia. Good to see you, man. Thank you to each and every one of you that have given a super chat. Let me go back because I forgot what it was who sent the super chat, but I want to say thank you again. How can I do that? I think I could do it here, guys. Hold on. I'm going to find out right now. Let's see where that super chat came from. Slots Lover. Thank you, 7373 Slots Lover, for the super chat. That was very appreciated. And thank you, Meg, for your super chat as well. You are a real true friend and a super sweetheart. So thank you so much for the super chat. Greatly appreciated. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for that. I plan to, when this donation site comes up, and I know there'll be the union will, in the next day or two, they'll put up something for his wife and his kid. I'm going to donate to that. This one really hurts due to the fact, like when there's a double jeopardy there, like here's a guy who went and served 2 tours in Iraq. He went and served high-risk patrol in Iraq and now comes home to Milwaukee and serves another 17 years. He was going to probably do 35 years of law enforcement. He's only 36. He's going to be 36. He died at 35. So he probably had another 10 or 15 years or more in his service, So this would have been a career law enforcement, a brave and probably in great shape, it looked like. He was in the emergency services tactical team. So part of the tactical enforcement unit, and that seemed like it was an elite tactical unit with the tactical unit is an elite tactical unit within the Milwaukee Police Department. So I'm going to go and do some searching for some stuff. I don't know if you came up with anything, Duty Blue, or let me see, Milwaukee. Milwaukee PBA. Police union votes, Milwaukee Police Chief. Police union votes no confidence on Milwaukee Police Chief Ed Flynn. This is 4 years ago. More officers need tasers. Let me see this, guys. Hold on a second. Hold on. Thank you to everybody that's been in here and hanging out. I greatly appreciate that. So again, I'm apologizing for bringing, bringing this sad news to you guys, but it can't always be like last night. We did 4 hours. We had a lot of fun. I don't know if there's anybody here that was on my broadcast last night, but we had a lot of fun on the broadcast. It was a lot of fun. Here's the link to the memorial. Thank you so much for that. Let me make you a mod. I'm going to give you the moderator. You could put that link up again. Okay, there's the link. Justin, I gave you the moderation so you can post the links, so nobody has to approve it. So I'm going to give you, I gave you the moderation. I just washed my husband's uniform yesterday and saw the black van that he slides onto his badge for the officers of mourning in his pocket. Yes, yes. I have one of those right here in my drawer. I'll show you the band. I'll go get it. I'll go get it. Okay, guys. So this is the mourning band that goes around the shield. Guys, I never showed you this, but I'm going to show it to you tonight. This is my my police shield. That was my badge number when I was on patrol. So this is a copy of my police shield right there. So and then, but anybody can get one of those. You can actually buy, believe it or not, on eBay, people sell these things. But there's my ID card. This is what, if somebody shows you this without this, then they could be a fake or a phony. But you need this to go with this. You know what I'm saying? So if someone shows you one of these, you ask for their ID. If they don't have their ID card, then they're full of shit. I'm gonna call you right after this. I actually was definitely, I have your number queued up in my phone, so I'm gonna call you. I just read before I went live your message. Unbelievable. So this, I'll show you guys real quick. So this mourning band goes up over the shield. It's not supposed to cover the badge number, So it goes over like this. So that's how you do it. I'm going to leave that like that. I'm going to leave it on here. Oh my God. I didn't even realize it. I have my old housing, Joey. Oh, Joey, are you still here, Joe? Joey 67. There's nothing on here. I don't have to hide anything. Joey, this is my housing police ID. My old police ID. Wow. Yeah, I had hair. Let me take this off of here. Hold on. It's not coming out good. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I gotta get a better way to do this. There it is. That's good. Right there, you can see it really good. Awesome. Awesome. Anyways. So there's a little look into Duty Ron in his earlier career. So that was the ID that went with this shield. When the police departments merge, housing and transit and NYPD, when we all merge into one department, I got my ID card from them. Gave it to me. I want to see if I can get it out of here. I can't even get it out. Oh, okay. Have you mellowed out since those days? Yeah. All right, so here it is. It's got my old tax number on the back. Yeah, Richie, there's a lot of toilets to be cleaned. You are very late. You are late, Richie. You are late. Richie, I got a question. I got a question to ask you, Rich. Richie, I got to ask you something. Hold on. Richie, are you here? Richie, I got to ask you something, Rich. Do you have your scrub brush? He is handsome with or without hair. Thank you, Gayla. You're very kind. Do I owe you money for that? I think I owe you money for that, Gayla. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. God bless him. All right, so I really don't I don't really have a lot more to say about this situation. You know, I'll get that right out to you. I'll send a check. Ron, Meg said that. Ron, Meg said what? Oh, Gayla. Oh, Meg. Okay, that's right. Okay, thank you, Meg. I'm sorry. Sorry, Meg. You got Joey. You got to get the right credit to the women. They get upset when you give the wrong credit. But that was my bad. I'm sorry about that. Sorry. I know Gayla would say that too. So, but thank you, Meg. You're a sweetheart. All right, listen. Listen to me, everybody. Listen. It's been emotional. It's been an emotional night. When I got wind of this, it really set me in like a tailspin. Indeed, she is right. Thank you, Jan. You're too kind. You're too kind, Jan. Thank you so much for that. This sent me into like a tailspin, like really upset. I almost didn't go live about it. But I had to. Here's the cards that I sent out to everybody. Meg, yours is on the way too. This is the cards that I sent out to everybody. Yeah, I am Cruz Boston. I'm not myself right now. I'm not myself. So these are the 2019 DEA cards that I sent out. Everybody that sent Super Chat to me got one of these. So anybody that hasn't sent me their address, I think there's one person that didn't send me their address. I'm sending out, as my way of saying thanks to everyone for supporting me on the Super Chat, one of these, and one of my old business cards from the Warrant Squad. It's just collector. It's like a collector item. So it's really not going to do anything for you. It really has no value, but you can keep it as a collector's item. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, anybody who goes ahead and sends a Super Chat is eligible for Duty Ron sending you a little bit of something to say thank you. Just going to do it for a couple of days. I'm not going to do it that much longer because I don't have an endless supply of them to give away. I got to save some for my family and for people here on the home front. So I only have a limited supply. Supplies are limited. I had a family issue, so need to send address. No problem, Jan. No problem. Send it to me whenever you can. Send it to me whenever you can. You know, it's like no rush, but whenever you can. Anyways, I'm trying to kill the glare on my glasses here because I see that there's a glare on the glasses. Donations to make checks payable to Milwaukee Police Association, Fallen Heroes Inc. 6300. Take screenshots of that. Anybody that wants to send a donation to the Milwaukee Police Department, there's the link. Thank you, Duty Blue. Thank you, Duty Ryan. Ryan, were you here when I showed this? Ryan, did you see the... Thank you, Meg. Thank you so much for coming in, Meg. Appreciate that. I'm sorry about last night, Duty Ryan. I didn't see your comments during the course of the thing, but when I watched the replay and I saw you kept asking for it, and I was just not answering you, I wasn't intentionally doing that. I just didn't see it. Thank you, Cruz Boston. Thank you. Guys, let me know where you're watching from if you're new, what your city and state is, and what country perhaps you're watching from, and I'll give you a shout out. Guys, you want to see something cool too? I'm scared to show this. I'm just going to show the picture. This is my Department of State armed guard card. Like, to be an armed guard, you have to have a Department of State. Hello, Ann from Indiana. Thanks for joining. So to be an armed guard, once you retire, you need one of these cards. It's from the Department of State, New York State Department of State. Look at the picture. Look at how dark. Look how dark my. This picture was taken. This is for my pistol permit. So my right to carry my firearms. This is my picture for my pistol permit. Well, let's see. Just for men, Ron. No thanks. Ron Jeremy. This is where the link is. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you. Boston Crew says, you look like a badass bouncer. I did bounce. I worked as a bouncer in a club, quite a few clubs. So I did do that job. And then here is my business card. So I always carry those with me. I sent you an email with a suggestion for a show topic. I really like to hear your sound advice. I saw it, and I was getting to that. I was getting to each and every one of you. Guys, again, this is not obviously the broadcast for me to talk about this, but I asked everybody to send me show topic suggestions, and I got several emails, so thank you for that. I obviously can't do all the suggestions, but I was looking for ideas, and I was asking you guys to help me with ideas. So those of you who sent, I say thank you to you. It's impossible for me to do all of them. I gotta have to be like really into the topic for me to do a show on it. But I definitely got some really good ideas, and I got some show possibilities for in the future. So I am not doing this full time. I run a household. I have a business that I run. So for me, I'm not like some of the other crime channels where I could go live every night from for doing this kind of thing. So I can't do this. Snow Rains, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. Love you right back. I appreciate that. Love and respect right back to you. Snowy Rains, thank you so much. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. So again, it's I don't have carte blanche to do this. Slow and steady wins the race, Joe. Slow and steady wins the race. Send me the email. As long as it doesn't cost me like $30 to send out a letter to your country. Where are you? Where are you in Australia? Snowy Rains. I'm not sure where that was. That are you from Australia? Yes. Yes. Some might be good with Oni. Yes, correct. Oh my God, there's Bring Back an American Chopper. They are bringing back American Chopper. I heard that. Ron has a great, calm, smooth voice, but that means he can also go full throttle if need be. That is correct. That is correct. That is correct. All right, I got the message that we're on low power, so I gotta unplug and plug. No more external mic. Yes, Australia. Okay, I never mailed anything to Australia, so I'll find out. I'll find out what that's gonna entail, but it's okay. No worries. No worries. No worries. No worries. You don't have to send me anything. I just had an idea. Send me an email. Send me an email, and I'd love to look at it. Thank you. Okay, so I just want to see who's live. Richie is uploading playing games 58 minutes ago. Nobody that I know is live. True Crime and Gossip might still be live. Maybe that's why there's only, I don't know. I don't really get a lot of people. I don't generate a ton of interest. I got to build this part of it up. But, 27 or 30, I think we had like 38 people. I wasn't even paying attention, to be honest with you. But I think over time, as people get to know me, is how we'll get more and more people. But I don't ever see myself attracting 200 or 300 people to watch. That almost seems impossible for me to do. on a live. But who knows? You know, maybe when you know, some of the topics change and they get a little more interesting, we'll get some more people in here. I mean, really, I've just been basically talking with you guys the last couple of days. But I'll whip something up and we'll get something going through Streamlabs. With my, I'm planning on buying a new laptop, so that's going to be key. I'm going to buy a new laptop and then I can go live. It's a bit late for people, Aaron. It doesn't matter. I mean, I see people go late. There's just a lot of people. There's a lot of people that do this type of stuff. So 30 on YouTube is like 120 on Periscope. There you go, Joe. But I'm talking like I was in Oni's broadcast earlier and he had 365 people, which to me is fascinating. It's awesome. I love it. But I don't think that I would be able to cater to that many people. Like, I pride myself on interacting with the comments. I don't think it's really humanly possible to interact with all of those comments. You really can't, you know? Slow and steady wins the race. That's correct. I need a suggestion for a laptop, but I want one with a solid state, a hard drive, and I need one with a lot of RAM and something that I could use for going live streaming and using Restream and Streamlabs together. So I need a lot of resources for it. So I was thinking like a gaming kind of laptop or something that, I don't know. I don't know shit about these laptops, so I need a good suggestion. I am interactive. I am, Meg. I try my best. I mean, I'm not great at it. Solid state drive, yes, that's what you got to go for. This laptop I have is not a solid state. So, be right back. Got to go pick up my daughter. Be careful, Matt. You definitely will see major growth. Hold on a second. Let me see what you said. Hold on a second. You definitely will see major growth this year on the channel. Just keep grinding. Yes, I'm not in no way, shape, or form complaining about it. It's just that I scratch my head when I go like, Gray Hughes just bought a new one. What kind of laptop? Do we know? Alienware. That's what I was looking at, Snowy Rains. You could ask him. I don't really even know him. I'm not sure if Dutch Mass Jan will know. He probably will. He's very technologically advanced. What the hell was I saying? So I went into this armchair detectives chat room. Does anybody know that guy? I know I only went in there once, and it wasn't live, but I heard him say, "I have 386 people here." He sounds like a guy from the UK, and I don't know what his background is, if he's a retired investigator or what his credentials are. But I heard on a replay, I wasn't watching live, he was saying like, I have 386 people watching, and it was right in the beginning of when he went live. So I was like saying to myself, I guess there's a lot of people. He has like 28,000 subscribers or so. I don't even know. He's got a lot of subscribers. So I'm figuring he's been at this for a long time. And when you do something repetitively and you're consistent, I know this for a fact, that's how you gain loyal people who will come and watch you, you know? So I don't know anything about him. I don't know what his credentials are. I never heard anything about him up until like a week ago. Someone mentioned to me to go watch him. I don't remember who it was, but someone said, go and watch him. And I never got a chance to until today. I went and watched him. Alienware is expensive. You've been paying for the name. Gotcha. The best streaming laptop is the Alienware AW15R3. It's pretty expensive. I don't want to spend like 2-3 grand on a laptop, you know. He's a conspiracy theorist. I won't like that then, because I don't like people like that. But I didn't hear him speak about any conspiracy theories. Gayla, thank you so much for being in here. I appreciate you as a true friend. So thank you so much for hanging out. Always, Gayla, I greatly, greatly appreciate you. So I'll see you next time. Thank you for chilling out with me. I'm sorry that we had such a somber topic to talk about, but I appreciate you. You can catch them on sale around this time. Tax time is the best time to buy laptops. Thank you, Megan, for that tip. This laptop I've had for 7 or 8 years or more. Looping Watts video to make it look like 2 people loading bodies. Oh, really? Interesting. I don't know anything about that shit because I would never do something like that, and I don't know that to be true. But I value your opinion and stuff like that. But I would never dog anybody. I'm thinking Oni would be a good one to ask. I may ask him, Aaron. I'm asking everybody right now to try to help me out with a good piece of advice. My brother-in-law, my sister's husband, is a computer programmer. I asked him, so we'll see what he says too. You know. So, Ron, you're looking for a good laptop? Yes, Duty Ryan, I am. Asus, Alienware, Lebanon. Okay. I'm going to start looking. I'm going to look tomorrow. I have a connection at PC Richards. My brother works for a company that does it and sells laptops. So let me know. Let me know. Grace, who's a good person to ask. Maybe a sub can ask him for you. That would be great. If anybody can help me out with a good streaming, I'm gonna primarily I'm gonna still keep this laptop. I have all my stuff on here, but I'm gonna use a dedicated laptop with, I have this Logitech Pro. This is a Pro webcam that I bought from Logitech. It's got dual speakers in it. It really is good. It's good quality. I used this several times on here, and my broadcasts are kick-ass with this. I sent you a link on Twitter, the same model of computer I have. Okay, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Trevor. I'd love to let you see, Dells are crap. My mom had one, now it's a paperweight. Yeah, I don't want a paperweight. MacBook Pro. I can't use Streamlabs with a Mac. I have a Mac upstairs, desktop, but I can't use it. And this is my only Windows laptop, and it's a Sony. It's a Sony laptop. Ron, get an MSI. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. So listen, I got to call Sherry in California. Aaron, I got your email. Aaron, I have your email, by the way. So, I got your email. So, I did a broadcast about Chris Watts. If you want to watch my replay, I spoke about it. Tonight I'm speaking about the officer that was killed in the line of duty in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. But I did a full broadcast about. I did one. I won't do really more than that because I gave my full opinion in that broadcast. I use a Tandy 3800 hard drive. There you go. There you go. Aaron, I got your email. I got your email, so I'm going to read it after I get off of here. MSI is a laptop. Yes, I knew that. I knew that. During your appearance to talk about safety, only more tips, keep as safe possible. I do, Aaron, I do a lot of safety broadcasts. Joey in the chat there, thank you to everybody for subscribing to his channel. He got like 30 subscribers last night on my marathon 4-hour broadcast. Joey knows, and all the people from Periscope know, I do tons of Q&As on how to keep yourself safe while you're out shopping, how to keep yourself safe when you're out doing sports or jogging, how to keep yourself safe in your home, while online, while utilizing a lot of different things. I do a lot of Q&As and PSAs, so that will be forthcoming, guys. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff. So just when I think I know a lot about computers, you all show me I really don't. Plenty of companies that give LE discounts. Thank you so much. Anyways, so at the end of the day, guys, all I want to do is, I want to try to put out as much good, valid information as I can. So, James, I'm not sure what you're trying to say, but it's nice to meet you. I mean, my name is Ron. I'm assuming that your name is James Long by your profile, but good to see you. This is the first time I'm seeing you in my broadcast, and I just want to say welcome in. Thanks for joining. Oh, it's starting to rain. We need the rain because there's so much salt from the ice and snow melt that the town put down. So much salt. So it's a good, wow, that's a really nice picture on your profile, James. Channel has no content, 9 subscribers. Okay, excellent. Where are you from, James? Where are you from? So anyways, that was a really nice picture on the profile there. Joey, what are you thinking, Joe? We got Nabul coming in. No, not yet. We got Nabul coming in, I think next week. I think Nabul's coming in next week. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm like, I think he's coming here within the next week or two, and then I'm leaving to go to Florida for Steve from Florida's memorial. But I think Nabul comes before I leave, right? Or is it in March? I forget. I forget. He's coming before, right? You have the dates? I didn't save them. You're welcome. It's my pleasure. Anytime that I can be, and I'm gonna read your full email. There's a lot here, so I'm gonna save it, and then I'm gonna go back and read it. But I do have Sherry in California that wanted me to call her, so. I think I'm gonna give her a buzz. 20 years of this type of work, devastating involved. Do you ever need counseling? I would probably snap. God bless you. Nah, I'm good, actually, Linda. Believe it or not, I never once had to get counseling. I never once felt a need. If I thought I needed it, I would be the first to get it. But I never had to go for any type of counseling. No PTSD. I sleep good. As you can see, I eat well. So no troubles with me. No troubles at all with me. So, but thank you though. Thanks for saying that. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Anyways, so listen, I'm gonna go because I gotta make a phone call. It's getting late. It's 12:30 here. So let me go, guys. I will talk to you all very soon. Thank you for coming in on the broadcast. Thank you for your support for your local law enforcement and your military. May God bless this fine police officer, Matthew Rittner. May God bless his family, his wife, his child, his mother, his father, and all of his siblings and all of his family, and the entire police department in Milwaukee, and all of our police officers throughout the world and the country, and our military, first responders, nurses, doctors, and the whole crew. So guys, good night. Much love and respect to all of yous, and I will speak to you very soon on my channel.